Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan and today we have a bins haul. This is actually a combination of 3 different bins trips that I made last week, and in each trip I found about 40 pieces. I spent about $60 and found at least one designer item in every trip, so that was very, very exciting. And I will say though, 2 days ago when I went, it was not that great. So the very last time I went, it was not that great, and I think I spent $19, and the majority of the things I found were for Plato's Closet, but that's okay. I'm just happy to see some actual designer things come out at our bins again, because it has been a hot minute since I have found anything, since I have found pieces of this caliber at the bins. So all that to say, first, I do want to say a special shout out to Suzanne, who joined as my very first channel member, and I don't have anything planned for my members as of right now, but it surprised me. I didn't know that someone had joined as a membership, and I was just looking at my YouTube analytics and I saw I had a member and I was like, what? So I was like thinking, what can I do for people that do want to support my channel in that way and become a member? I know you get things like when you comment, I think your comment goes to like the top of the comments, and you get a little like plaque next to your name in the comments that, you know, lets other people know you're a channel member. But I can set all of my videos moving forward as early access videos. So Suzanne, you are the only person seeing this video right now as it's going up, because I said it's early access for you. So I just wanted to shout you out and to say thank you so much for joining my channel as a membership and supporting me in that way. It means a lot to me, and I was shocked to see I had a member, and it just warmed my heart, so thank you so much. And I do plan to set all of my videos moving forward as early access for you. Just because I appreciate it so much. I've been trying to do at least one video a week, every week, and I feel like I've been pretty good with that. I think 2 videos at this point in time, at least right now, while we're in like the middle of summer slowdown, and I'm really trying hard to be consistent with, I know this is work, but like the actual work aspect of being a reseller, like listing and things like that. So I'm trying to stay as consistent as I can, especially while we are in this slowdown season. So perhaps maybe in the future I will make member videos, member only videos, but for now I will just be setting all of my videos to early access. Thank you again, Suzanne. I really appreciate you. On to the haul now. Okay, I guess we will start here, and this is a gorgeous black kimono. The inside, I will say, it does have a bit of discoloration. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a cream color, and I would assume it used to be more of like an ivory or closer to a white. It does have some discoloration, but that did not deter me at all. This is a stunning kimono. I'm going to try to back away as much as I can so you can see it. Obviously, I'm not doing a really great job of it. Maybe if I hang it up here, I can show you the bottom a little bit better. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So this pattern kind of like wraps around the whole kimono. It starts like kind of bigger up here and kind of cascades down and wraps around the other side too. I love all of these colors, and I really do like the stark contrast of the black with these very light floral colors. So we will see how that does. I do not believe this has a brand anywhere, no, but it is a really nicely made kimono. Like, it's thick, it's got like double, triple, quadruple lined, I don't know. Let me show you the bottom a little bit better. How pretty is that? Beautiful. So we'll see how this kimono does. Typically I have pretty good luck with kimonos, even if they have no brand. We'll see how that does. Also, I found this shirt at the bins. I think it was yesterday. So this was a really good find for me yesterday at the bids. This is a Cynthia Rowley, like cropped. It's not like super cropped, but it's a little cropped. It's not, I would say it's not like your typical shirt length, which I would say is about to here, which I really like. Little linen button down. I like this green color. I don't have many things that are green, so I decided to wear my pink glasses. And my jeans are my QUINCE jeans. I absolutely love them. Like I said in my last video, these fit me like a glove, which is blew my mind a little bit, especially for ordering them online. I will say their size chart, QUINCE's size chart for every individual size that they had listed. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense. QUINCE's size chart for each particular item varied as far as I could tell, and it was spot on. I ordered these based on my measurements that I took from my body right before placing the order, and these really do fit me so perfectly. And these are a rigid denim, which I actually really like. They have no stretch to them, and I really actually like that. They feel like keep you like sucked in. Anyway, icky doke. Next, these are fun. This is a pair of vintage, I would say Y2K, maybe 90s. I'm not exactly sure. Little belted, so very gorpcore, very preppy, very athleisure, all of those things. Little granola girl, little belted blue logo shorts. They do say Ralph right there, which I really love. And they do have an interior tag. I think this is the 90s tag, now that I'm seeing it again. I do believe this is the 90s Ralph Lauren tag. They are a size 2 or small 2. And they're this gorgeous blue, cobalt blue color. Gorgeous blue. No, gorgeous coal blue. Gorgeous cobalt blue color. I think these will do really well. Just a little classic pair of hiking, athleisure, preppy, golf core, all of those things, shorts. Next. This, I just couldn't. This and the last thing on the rolling rack were both laying just kind of right on top of an old bin, an old row, an old bin that had already been picked over that no one was looking at. And the pattern of this drew me to it, and the fabric looked kind of nice too. I couldn't believe the brand. So this is a really gorgeous polka dot, which is very popular right now too. Polka dot is having a comeback moment. I can't tell. I think it is slightly asymmetrical. This side looks bigger than this side to me. So I think it is slightly asymmetrical, and it looks like it curves, like the hem curves kind of like that. This is a Max Mara blazer, and I have to unbutton it to show you. It's partially lined, so it just has the little liner right here at the neckline. I am going to list this now, even though I think it is merino wool. Let me see. Wool and cashmere, but I am going to list this now. It's a size 8, and right here is the Max Mara tag. So a gorgeous career wear blazer that I think you could easily take from spring, summer into fall, winter. I do think it's probably a little warm. It is partially lined in the sleeves too. That's nice. But something is just telling me to list this now instead of backstocking it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to list it now. Max Mara blazer. Gorgeous. Okay, this is, again, this was in an old row. I won't go so far as to say it was in a row from the day before, because I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember if they had switched out all of the rows yet or just half of the rows at this point in time. But this was in the corner of a bin, at the very bottom of the bin, like rolled in a ball. This is a Chanel tank top. Now, I will say it has some stains. I have stain treated it, at least I tried to, and washed it. It does have some pit stains, and it does have a few stains like right here in the front, but absolutely no way on God's green earth was I going to leave a Chanel shirt at the bins. It could have been stained 10 more times than this, and I would have still picked it up. So it does have this really nice little like sheer bit right here to the bottom hemline. You can like see right through it, and I don't know if you can see right there is one of the stains there, a little bit up right here. It looks like somebody was eating something and it like dripped on them. right there, there, and there. So those are the 3 little marks on the front of the shirt. And like I said, I did stain treat this. I sprayed it with my Dawn Power Wash and I let it sit for 30 minutes because it is a white blouse. So I wasn't worried about the color running in this shirt. But they didn't lift, I would say, as well as I thought they were going to. And there was quite a bit of pit staining as well when I first picked this shirt up, as well as like some discoloration to the neckline. Basically, it looked like somebody had wore this shirt a ton and never laundered it. Or maybe they were scared to or so. It does say dry clean only, but I didn't dry clean it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say dry clean only. I didn't dry clean it. It's viscose, I think. Viscose and polyester, which is so weird. Anyway, it does have, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it with the light because the light's kind of like yellow tinted, but right through here, just some, on this trim right there, very faint discoloration just from, you know, wearing the garment. And then again, I would say very, very faint, perhaps right through there, if you would want to call it that. I absolutely am going to list it as, you know, has some discoloration to the neckline, to the underarms, and a few small spots, but I think it's just a really nice, simple tank top. There's the Chanel tag. I've never seen or had, I've never owned a Chanel piece that had this identification little thing there, but that's interesting. And there in the middle is the piece de resistance, the little, tiny little Chanel logo. So very fun to find Chanel at the bins. And I think I paid 73 cents for this after everything worked out. So, okay. Next, this is so fun. So fun. I love this. This is a gorgeous, I would say, maybe 60s, maybe 70s, quilted looking, because it's quilted, like the fabric is like quilted, but all of these patchworks of different fabric actually are just one piece of fabric. It's not like actually a quilted piece together piece. It's just patchwork. I should have just said that. Jeez Louise. Anyway, gorgeous little house coat. It did apparently have a brand and a tag at one point, but it's gone. So I have no idea what brand this was. If I was guessing, probably like Penny's or something like that, like a department store or something. Really fun, floor length, cottage core, coquette, floral house coat. And it does have pockets, so that's really fun too. We'll see how that does. I really like that it's mostly pink, but then it has this really bright green trim, like Kelly green trim to it. Okie doke. Next, these are so cool. So cool. And I actually found the matching vest as well, but the vest is missing 2 buttons. So I'm undecided if I'm going to list it that way or if I'm just going to redonate it. But anyway, these are really fun, vintage 70s flared corduroy, oh my gosh, corduroy pants in this really dark, like navy ink color. I would assume that they are men's, but I am not sure. I think they do have a brand and a tag, so let me take a look. Yes, they do. Body Works by Hager, made in USA. What size are we? Of course, I don't know the size. That's okay. Here's the tag. Body Works by Hager. Like I said, I think they are men's, and they do have a little metal Scoville zipper, which again will help me to date them. But this tag will obviously help me to date them way more than that zipper. Really fun 70s vintage flared disco-ish pants. Cute. And they're in really great shape too. Yeah. Okay. Next. Ooh, this is fun. And I saw the buttons and I instantly knew. I was like, oh, Miller sandals. But this is not a Miller sandal. This is a Tory Burch button front logo cardigan in a really nice camel color. I am going to list this now, I do think as well, just because it is so lightweight. I think this would be a really nice sweater to wear like at work, in the office, you know, because offices be cold sometimes. I don't know. there's the brand, Tory Burch. It's a size medium. And like I said, it does have little Miller flat logo buttons on here. It's been a hot minute since I found some Miller sandals. And it is 100% merino wool. It does have a few areas of like pilling, especially like here to the arms. Right there, you can see. But my sweater shaver will take that right off, and I'll actually show you that. I have two, but I've been liking this one a lot lately. This one I think is called a cashmere comb, and it's by got fibers all over it. Lana Scott. And I really like this one. I feel like this one's better on more delicate fabric, so I do prefer using this one, especially on pieces like this that are so thin you can almost see through it. This is a finer tooth comb, and then well, I guess, I don't know, but there's two different like little fiber getters on this, and I definitely would recommend this cashmere comb if you don't have a sweater shaver. Tory Burch. Okay, next, I can't. This was in a bin with clothes, so it was in a clothing bin, but I think just because of how big and bulky it was and what it felt like, I think the majority of people that looked through this bin, because this was a new row, a new bin, and I lined up for this row and was like working my way down. And that's the thing, when I shop at the bins, I start at a bin and I pick a direction and I go that direction. I don't skip bins unless there's like a million people. I will skip, you know, but I like to just work my way down and just kind of like methodically go so I don't miss things. Anyway, all that to say, this was in the clothing bin, and I'm pretty sure everyone else assumed it was a blanket, and so they just didn't even bother to look at it. And when I felt it, I could tell it was linen. And I was like, please be clothes. And I could see it had a sleeve. And I was like, oh my God, don't be handmade. Don't be handmade. It's not handmade. And I was so surprised because I was like, this tag looks so good. This definitely is a good brand. It definitely is a good brand. I've never seen this before. Perhaps I would have seen this if I had been up on my social medias for the past, 6 months, but I really have logged out. I want to say permanently, I'm kind of done with all social media except for YouTube. Anyway, I might have seen this on social media because when I Googled it, a bunch of Instagram, TikTok ads and, collaborations for this brand came up. Anyway, let me shut up and show you this now. This is a gorgeous, and Offhours is the brand. There's the brand right there. There's the tag and the brand. Offhours linen house coats. And yes, this is linen on the outside. The inside liner is cotton, but the exterior is linen. This is one heavy girl. She is going to be a wonderful house coat come fall winter time for me. And I'm so freaking excited about it. Like, if you're not new here, you absolutely know I am in my linen era, and obviously I have linen on again today. Let me just show you. So this is like a big, bulky house coat robe type dealio. And I do believe, just based on my very brief Googling, this is a unisex. I don't know if they're a whole unisex brand or just this particular garment. And it also seems like there's no size. So I think they only make one size, and I think it's supposed to be one size fits all, fits everybody for everybody. But ignore the microphone noises. I'm going to show you how this looks when you close it. Oh, it's this way. I can't. When I picked this out of there, I'm telling you, I was like, yep, okay, I can go. I'm done. I'm done for the day. So freaking cool. Kind of like a cozy sumo wrestler or something, because this kind of gives like gi vibes to me a little bit. I know sumo wrestlers don't wear gis, but maybe they do. I don't know what their outfits are called, but very comfortable. I'm getting hot already. But I do think this is going to be a coat that I'm going to love come fall winter time, especially inside. I don't know if maybe I'll wear this to like the grocery store or something, but it's a big bulky coat and I don't want it to anything to get on it or to happen to it. So I might just make it a house coat. Anyway, one more time, there's the brand Offhours. So I've never seen anything from this brand. I don't know what else they make, but I'm obsessed. And I guess I'll just put it back on the rolling rack. I was like, I'm going to put it over there, but put it back on the rolling rack. So I was thinking about it today before I started filming this haul. Like, when I first started, I got comments about how, oh, I'm not going to watch your hauls anymore if I have to keep seeing the back of your head. And it's like, people are so crazy. People are so crazy. You literally can't be patient enough for me to turn around and do this. Like, that's crazy work. And it's always people too that complain about your videos or have a suggestion or something that you could change or do better in their opinion. And they don't make any content at all. They're not a content creator. They've never made, much less a YouTube video, long form content, to know what it takes to make YouTube videos and how much effort, time, and energy and planning goes into most YouTube content. Anyway, I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like, it's just so funny that, like, people are like, oh, I won't watch you anymore. And it's like, number one, did I ask for your opinion? Number two, who are you? Like, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Anyway, next item. This, again, was also sitting on top of a row. I do believe, though, this was a new bin that they rolled out, and no one just, like, went to that bin for some reason. I remember seeing this out of the corner of my eye, but I already had my sights set on a bin that I wanted to go to. Our Bins does this new thing. First of all, they're back to old hours, which is fantastic. They open at 8 again. They don't open at 9 anymore. They open back at 8. But they do this thing where when they're pulling the rows to bring out new rows, you have to clear the floor. So no one can be shopping on that side of the store while they are pulling the rows and bringing new rows out. And so that's kind of like aggravating because you have to just stand there and wait. And sometimes it's like you're waiting for 20 minutes because they have to pull all the rows and then they don't have enough back there. So they have to get them all ready and everybody's just standing around staring at each other. Anyway, all I have to say, I saw this come out, but I already had my eyes set on something else, and I made a mental note to go back to this if it was still there. No one had touched it, and I was like, this literally looks like real snakeskin to me, at least from afar it did. I could tell as soon as I touched it, though it wasn't, but it does very much so have that texture, that look of real snakeskin. This is, again, a new to me brand. Where is the brand? Here we go. So this is the front of the dress, I guess, with a zipper here. So you can make it like a plunging V-neck, I guess, if you want to. Look, doesn't that look like real snakeskin? And if you could feel it, it feels very soft, though, so you could tell right away it's not like actual animal skin. But here is the brand. I've never heard of this brand before in my life. Eliat? I don't know if that's what this is. It's a size extra small. But again, this looks like this is a Revolve brand. So we shall see how this does. Little kind of like fit and flare style mini dress. Little rocker mini dress maybe. Moto chic. So we'll see how that does. Next. Oh my gracious. This is a style base picked up. Picked up. I say that every time. Style base pickup. And it's a set, a matching set. Now, when I first saw this in the bins without seeing the tags, I was like, oh my God, is this Emilio Pucci? No, it's not, unfortunately, but that's why I picked it up, because it very much so resembles Emilio Pucci. It's a little matching set, little tie front cardigan with this little matching tank top underneath. Hello? They are both ribbed knit, and then the like color portion of it is silk. This is by the brand August Silk. Like I said, it's a matching set, and I am going to list them as a matching set. They're both size large. There is the tag right there, August Silk. I did not buy this for the brand, but for the style, and because they were like a little matching set. I think this is going to do well on the Depop. Okay, so my camera stopped recording and I didn't notice it. So I got to start over with 2 items ago because my camera just wasn't recording. So this is a gorgeous 1970s Betty Barclay dress, maxi dress, very prairie cottage core. It's got this like little flutter sleeve situation going on. It has a double tie for the waist that goes around to your back. A really gorgeous like floral kind of like embroidery here under your bust. And it does have the actual brand tag. So let me show you that. I'm so glad I noticed my phone stopped recording and didn't just keep on going through the rest of the haul. This is Betty Barclay. I know it's hard to see, but the tag's like sewn like that. I do believe, like I said, this is 70s, and this dress is in a fantastic shape. It did live through the regular Goodwill, which is very surprising to me. I absolutely would have purchased this had I seen it there. There is the only real flaw, kind of like a little like hanger mark to the shoulder. Other than that, she's in fan-freaking-tastical condition, so we'll see how that does. Next, this is a Dallas Cowboys single-stitched Logo 7, I would guess late 80s, early 90s graphic t-shirt, and it's in great shape. There's like hardly any cracking to the graphic. There is minor cracking, but for a vintage t-shirt like this, you would expect a little bit more cracking than this, and this one's in really great shape. No holes or anything, and it is single-stitched right there. There is the tag, Logo 7. This will be great come football time, and we are almost to football season, and I'm so excited. Next, oh, this is stunning, and I was hoping this was the same brand as that other dress I just showed you, because I do think I found these in the same bin or around the same bin, but this is a handmade, unbranded dress. It's still really beautiful though. Very, again, cottagecore, coquette, prairie. It does have a tie in the back, little flutter sleeves, a nice kind of like square neckline, and I love this little like ditzy floral. I guess it's not ditzy floral, because ditzy floral is not like a repeating pattern, is it? I don't know, micro floral, mint green color. So we'll see how she does. Little handmade dress. Next, these were also right on top of a bin, and I grabbed for them because I saw this tag, like just dangling there. So I was like, oh, okay, they're new. Play-Dohs, great. I can't tell you how many times I have just straight given this brand right to Play-Dohs without looking it up, because I assumed it was some sort of like Princess Polly fast fashion adjacent-ish brand, like not Fashion Nova or something, but sort of adjacent to that, like Cedar or Cider, whatever you call it. No, these are sold at Free People. Rolas? I have never, ever looked these up, and I'm so sad. I have given Play-Dohs many a Rolas brand thing, but look, Free People. So I won't be doing that anymore. They're size 32, and they are the classic straight high-rise regular fit. Brand new with tags. So yeah, not giving those to Play-Dohs. Very surprising to see these just laying right on top of the bin, but perhaps no one knew, like me, no one knew how much these were worth because the actual price is gone. If I didn't say, they are size 32. Next. This is fun. I love this. This is a little red, kind of like cherry red, mini baby doll-ish. Maybe not baby doll, because baby doll's like, maybe it is baby doll. I'll have to look. Or maybe it's Empire. Oh my goodness, it's escaping me right now. Anyway, regardless, little mini dress, little lingerie mini dress with this really fun little like ruffle at the bottom hemline. I don't think this has a brand, but it does have like a little tag that says it's a size medium and it's made of nylon, something like that. Yeah, size medium, made of nylon. No brand though. Definitely like 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. Very cute. I think this will do really well. Next. I cannot. I cannot. And it's taking everything in me not to try this on, but I'm like, I don't really think this is my vibe. It's not made of, you know, a material that I'm like super big on right now, so I'm not even going to try it on. I'm just going to list it. But I really do like the pattern, the colors, and the silhouette. This is a Spell in the Gypsy Collective blouse. I think this is called the Cha Cha blouse. And I have not found Spell in the Gypsy in so long. So long. I'm so excited. This is a gorgeous, again, very soft girl, fairy core, cottage core, whimsy blouse. I love that it has like the little pearlescent buttons. Look at that. All the little fabrics, ditzy florals, micro florals, little, what is that, doily looking patterns. And here is the brand Spell. And if you're unfamiliar, I will show you the bigger tag because sometimes that little pull tag might be missing. Oh, hello. And this is kind of like their other logo thingy, 2 S's. This is a size extra small, but it does appear to be like an oversized fit. So that's really great. Spell on the Gypsy, very exciting. Next. Well, this is very exciting too. This is a high retail brand. I'm unsure on the resell. I haven't sold this brand in quite some time. Found it or sold it in quite some time. This is a Popette St. Barth mini dress. I love the colors. I love the pink, red, and yellow on this. And I really like the pattern. And kind of like Emilio Pucci, this pattern says the brand name in there. Oh, right there. Okay. Right there, it says Popette St. Barth, so that's really fun. It does have a little like crochet, very cottagecore hemline. I like this little like, I don't know, fringy detail here. And there is the tag, Popette St. Barth. It's a size medium. Little smocked like waistline in the back. Ooh, in the back. We'll see how that does. Next. Ooh, these are so fun. And I fear I would have loved these like back in like the 90s. But it's so funny because I say I would have loved them, but like I was a child in the 90s, so I wouldn't have been wearing something like this, but I think I just would have liked, you know, that style. Anyway, this is a pair of 90s, like I just said, black market pants. Obviously, they're a pair of black dress pants, but what really stood out to me was the little like, hello, little fringy, little seed bead detail to the bottom and the little mirrors. I feel like this was very much so a 90s thing. They used to put these little mirrors on a lot of stuff. I think these are going to do really well. They do have some like bejewelments and, you know, danglies missing, and they're not perfect, but that's okay. Black Market is the brand. I don't know this brand. I've never heard of this brand. I didn't buy it for the brand. They are size medium. So we'll see how these do. So fun. Next, this is fun too. It's the wrong dark colored lily, but that's okay. I will take it. If you don't know, Dark and Stormy Seas by Lily Pulitzer is one of their most sought after prints. So if you ever see a Lily Pulitzer that looks a little more like gloomy or dark or not so bright and lily, absolutely look it up and make sure it's not the Dark and Stormy Seas print. This is not that. I think this is like neon coral or something like that, but I really like this little like shift dress. It's a long sleeve cotton dress, and this one has, when I get closer you'll be able to see, little sea creatures all over it. It's got like seahorses and little fish. Like there's a fish right there. Yeah, I think this is called like neon coral or something like that. There's a seahorse right there. Seahorse. And this is the Lily Pulitzer, size extra small. So we'll see how this does. Cute. I feel like this would be a good like aquarium dress. Next. Oh my Lanta. When I found these, I was like, oh. Again, this is something else I would have really loved like back in the day. These are a pair of Moda International corset style cargo pants. They have lace up details here like on the sides, and then they also have them at the ankle as well. I love that they're a cargo style. I love this like lace up, very like almost like gothic vibes, but they are white, so that's super cool. Very, very cool. And I don't think I told you, or I think I did tell you, Moda International. They are a size 2. They do have some stains, very small spots, etc., etc. I did wash them, and they lifted quite a bit. Like, I don't know if you can see right here is a stain. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I wasn't going to leave these behind, even though I knew they were stained. I think these are a really interesting pair of pants, and I think they're going to do well. Maybe on the Depop, maybe internationally on the eBay. Okay, next, this probably will be my thumbnail if I was guessing, or in my thumbnail, because again, crumpled up in the corner of a bin. I don't remember if it was a bin that they had just brought out. I don't remember, but again, it was in the corner of a bin, and my eyeball saw this, and I was like, what? Did I read that right? And I was like, no way. Like, I think I even said out loud, like to myself, no way. Like, and then I was like, okay, play it cool, play it cool. Don't go fast. Don't let your face get bright red. Don't be looking like you just found $1 million in the bin. Go slow, play it cool. Just be normal. This is a Magnolia Pearl tunic. It's the Phases of the Moon tunic, which is so stinking cool. I think this is going to do so well. I can't believe this was just in the corner of a bin. And no, I did not find any more on this trip, but that's absolutely fine. I will take one. One is fine with me. So it's the same on the front as it is on the back, the Phases of the Moon, except the back right here says Magnolia Pearl. It's so interesting. The other day when I went to Costco, I was checking out, and if you've never been to Costco, when you leave, like after you've checked out, you have to have your receipt and like your buggy checked by, you know, the, not a greeter, but the person that says goodbye to you, basically. Their security, I guess, kind of. And the person directly in front of me in line to be like checked out of the store, she had a t-shirt on and it had this same Magnolia Pearl on it. It didn't have anything else and I could only see her from behind, but this was staring at me. I was like, wow, that's so interesting. And I don't think I've ever seen someone wearing Magnolia Pearl like in the wild. So that was very interesting. I'm going to keep calling Magnolia Pearl to me. I absolutely am. Anyway, if you've never seen it, here is the little tiny Magnolia Pearl tag, because not every Magnolia Pearl will like just have that like that on there. So this might be the tag that you are looking for. It intentionally has holes up here. Her shirt also had like the holes like this. So I'm sure her shirt and this top came out like in the same line or something like that. Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that. Magnolia Pearl at the Goodwill bins. Thank you very much. And it's trash day, so sorry. We have the trash trucks going by. Oh my gracious. Let me just shut the window. Oh, that's not a trash truck. What is that? An Anchorage, Alaska truck? Oh, wow. Anchorage, Alaska moving. Maybe somebody's moving in from Alaska. Getting some new neighbors from Alaska. Okay. Back to this. We're almost done, friends. Next, this, again, another style-based pickup. This is a piece I picked up specifically for Depop, and I think that this is also a piece that Gloria would pick up for Depop as well. Very, like, whimsy goth, very indie sleeves, very grunge, but also kind of like lagging look. And again, I think this will do well on the Depop. I love that it has these little like sequin details to it. And I really like that it's a full zip situation. So you could wear it like this, like as a shirt, or you could unzip it and kind of wear it like as a cardigan. It's a crinkly fabric, which I think actually adds to the value of it. And it's like, excuse me, very semi-sheer. Here's the brand. I didn't pick it up for the brand. I picked it up for the style, the looks, all of the above. Cute. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, this was in the bin with this blazer. I picked this one up first because this one was bigger and was calling to me, and I was hoping, you know, it was a myriad of things. I couldn't believe it when I saw the brand. And then I was like panicking, trying to find, okay, what's wrong with it? Why is this right on top of the bin? Why did somebody put this down? Why did somebody put this back? I don't know. This is a stunning Max Mara. I don't know if this is one of their teddy coats or what this is, but this is a single button tan. I think it's wool and cashmere. Alpaca wool coat. 86% alpaca, 20 or 32% wool. It is a size 12. And again, it is mainline Max Mara. I didn't try this one on yet because I am keeping a black trench coat. Should I show you that? Maybe I should show you that. I'm keeping a black trench coat that I also found in this same bin. It's not Max Mara though, but let me try this on. Okay, I feel a little better that I am not going to keep this because it's a tiny bit big for my liking, I think. Wait, is this like a swing coat? No, I think it's just a hair too big for me. Just a little. Trying to button it. Yeah, just a little too big. But the sleeves are fully lined. It's got another button in there. Oh, somebody put the extra button. That's so smart. They sewed the extra button to the inside of the sleeve. Alpaca and wool. This is so nice. I love the color, but it is a little too big for me. I think it does have like a kind of like a flowy out to the low. I love the sleeves though. The sleeves are kind of bigger and they have like this little like rolled in cuff to them. Hello. So I am going to backstock this just because I think I will get more bang for my buck come fall, winter time when people are like actively seeking these out. I know for sure people are still buying fall, winter things right now, but I just want to put that up and get that listed like as a new listing at peak seasons. Let me go run downstairs and grab the black trench coat that I was telling you that I found with that jacket because I absolutely love it and I'm going to be wearing it all winter long. At least I hope so. It's a Neiman Marcus vintage. I mean, it was sold at Neiman Marcus, but the brand, I'll have to show you. It's a vintage coat, but they still make this brand like to this day. And from my quick Googlings, the new coats, like the new modern coats are close to $2,000 depending on the fabric, etc., etc. So, like I said, Neiman Marcus. And here's the brand Fleurit. I think that's what that says. And this is a cashmere and wool, merino wool coat. And this is very much so, gives the style of my like Eileen Fisher coats, the like robe coats that I have that I really love, except this one is way more dressy and fully lined and has a collar. Yeah. I love this, and I feel like I'm gonna wear this. I'm so sorry, the microphone's like going crazy. I feel like I'm gonna wear this everywhere. I feel like it fits me perfectly too. Also, the extra thing I love, oh, I probably can't hear me. The extra thing I love about this is that the closure, there's no buttons. It's literally a magnet. It's like, yeah, I love this. I think it fits me perfectly. And this is going to be my fancy everyday jacket this fall, winter for sure. But this jacket, so this jacket, the Max Mara tan jacket, and this polka dot blazer, I don't know why my mic's so close to my mouth, we're all in the same bin. So it kind of like pains my heart a little bit that I wasn't the first person to that bin, that I don't even know if that was a bin from the day before or what, and like what else could have been in there. But then on the other side of that, I'm so grateful that I found those three things because like I said, that coat, I'm obsessed. I would be willing to like part with 50% of my other jackets to keep that one, because that one, if I listed that, I would probably list it for close to $500. So it is a very pricey piece that I'm choosing to keep for myself. But just because I'm choosing to keep it for now doesn't mean I can't sell it later. Anyway, this was a very long thrift haul. This second half of the video is already 20 minutes long. And anyway, if you want to let me know in the comments below which item I thrifted is your favorite, that would be awesome. And I have a request. If you've made it this long, please share with me some YouTubers that you enjoy watching, especially reseller related YouTubers. I feel like my For You page only suggests the same like 10 accounts to me, and a lot of them aren't even resellers. And the last time I asked about who you watch on YouTube, suggestions, etc., etc., I had some really great suggestions, and I have started religiously watching, like consistently watching some of these channels, and I would love some more suggestions. Some of the ones that I got from your suggestions last time and have started watching are Miss Shirley, Tay Deco, and Amy. I will put all of those, you know, either linked in the description or pop them up here on the screen so you can take a look at their channels and support them as well. I love all of their content and I think you will too. So suggestions in the comments, which item I thrifted was your favorite in the comments, and I will let you go. If you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on your way out, that would be awesome. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.